And good evening and welcome to Queensville. Yes, it's me again with another Queensville event. I'm sorry that this is late because I have been too relaxing today and doing videos, as you all know. And yes, I have got. Before I go any further, are we live or have we gone off air? Oh, hang on a minute. Please, error has occurred. Why is that? Oh, there we go. We're live now. Right, I just need to put my thing on here. There we go. There's Queensville. There we go. That's it there. Right, okay. Right. So, this week on Queensville, a lot of stuff to go through on the show, with everything going and what's been happening and stuff. Was planning to do Rock Show Live tonight, but there's nothing happening on YouTube and nothing happening on Facebook. So I just thought, what the hell? I'll come in here instead. Yeah, Queensville this week. Now, as you all know, I got my new vinyl of Queen's Kind of Magic today. I'm not going to play this record. The reason being, I'm going to wait till I get some glue. Yeah, you're thinking, why are you getting glue for? Well, I'm getting glue because the reason being is that obviously you've seen the vinyl as well with it, which has been ex-used, which is a shame. On further inspection of this vinyl, by the way, it is really, really damaged. It is really, really, really bad. But if by all things going okay, this should be cleaned up very nicely indeed for its prosperity prospects of this record. So yeah, but I will do a live glue thing on camera for YouTube. So look out for that coming up as well. But what I would love to discuss about this week is something that was on my mind all week long, and even this week has been so brilliant. After last week's Google event, when I explained about the Jessica Soto business going on, Jim Jenkins has got back to me on Facebook, would you believe? He has. In fact, after some persuasion from the Queen International Fan Club on Facebook, they are convincing him to come back and do his show. Now, I have been speculating all along. Obviously, this guy should be in Queen because Jeff is the man. He is the guy, basically, for it. And he is just basically in his prediction to come back. But what I've heard from other sides of it is that he is still working on other things. His new album's not even out yet. But as from tomorrow, Jeff has made a press statement on Facebook announcing something exciting. And is this the news that I'm looking forward to, that the album's coming out? Well, we don't know until tomorrow. 4 o'clock, there is an announcement being made on Facebook, PM in the UK. So if you get a chance to go on Facebook tomorrow, the first posting of that will be on Facebook. And if it is the release of the new album, it's about bloody time, because I want to hear it so well. I can't wait. As you know from last week, talking about the last week's Google event about Adam Lambert and Queen, I didn't get a chance to say a lot about that because I had loads of disturbances on Saturday, and literally I was trying to do it. My overall opinion about the Adam Lambert and the Queen thing happening is I'm not really convinced it's going to work. There's been a lot of talk about it on the Queen page, and a lot of people have been saying it will be a success and it will be good and he will come back. And people have got totally the wrong way. I mean, after speaking to a lot of people on Facebook about it this week, they said that it will not work, and it won't work. And Jackie Smith has made a statement on Facebook regarding one person, which is way out of order for a start. One person has already said about the Adam Lambert and Queen thing that it shouldn't be taken as a piss take on Queen's own Facebook page. Well, here's what I'm really debating about, right? And this is what I think should be debated too. if Freddie Mercury, right, has ever been in the limelight, right, and had wanted to stay as long as he lived until he had not got that cancer business going on and the AIDS business going on, AIDS, you know what I mean, AIDS business. If he had not had died, he would have stayed the prominent singer that we needed for this. He would have. I mean, his whole career is all about the man and the talents, and from what I can gather, Adam Lambert is not the choice to do Queen. I'm sorry, but the guy does not have a voice. He hasn't got a voice. If you've heard his singing and his thing on YouTube, come on. I mean, it's just a joke. Because I felt like, for me, right, I've only heard one song of his, and I just was bemused by it. Really, it was just shocking. He did a version of Stone Cold Crazy, which was way too slow. He couldn't do it. The band weren't. This is what I get a feeling of. I think Roger and Brian have kind of lost it, really, in their way of music and playability for their side of Queen, right? Brian and Roger can work well as a team, but with him in, Adam's not really the perfect guy to speak about. I mean, he's got a repertoire, or what I would say in the UK, as being not very good. There was also a posting on Facebook this week that Paul Rodgers was also considered as being a lead for Queen, but that didn't work either. The tour was a big tour, but didn't work. It just didn't work for me. I mean, I remember the press article that came out. Paul Rodgers, is he the new Freddie Mercury? He isn't. He's not. I can't understand why. Why is it we always get these things where Brian and Roger are brilliant for the bands? And what I've understood is, Chris has always said this to me all the time, which I will talk about Chris in a minute. Brian's good solo. Brian's a good solo singer. He is. He's just got this amazing talent of guitar and singing, blah, blah, blah. Then you got Roger, another great singer, solo, drummer, guitarist, bassist. You know, brilliant. And those two work well for the band. We don't obviously have John, because John's obviously opted out of Queen now, which is his not priority. And then we haven't got, obviously, Freddie Mercury, which is not with us anymore. Right? I mean, you praise down these guys who write songs so well, who got every single song at #1 in the charts, right, in 1986 to whenever it finished anyway. And then you get to the standard point where Queen is becoming to be more up, but then it's coming down at the side. Really, it's grinding up just a bit too thingy as it is. So the thing that I really think about it is, if this new tour is taken off next year, there's people who want to go and see it, but from my point of view, I think it's not really good. It's just, for me, my standard thing, it isn't good for the thing it was anyway. But for me, I'm not really pondered about this idea of it and stuff. I mean, so the next thing I'll talk about is Queen Extravaganza. Now, I have to say, that is better than the band. Now, I'm not knocking off Brian and Roger, brilliant careers, but I'll tell you something, that if they were to get Jeff back in that Queen Extravaganza next year with Mick Martell and get him back in, because the video I saw this week on it was amazing. The version of Under Pressure, Mike Martell and Jeff Scott Soto, if you've ever seen that video on YouTube, I really urge you guys to check that video out. It is really bloody good. I'll put a link on the video this time as well. And I will put it on, because I've got to put links on the videos. I have an update from Mr. Chris. Yes. I finally got in touch with him. Finally. Got a little message for you guys. Are you wondering where he is? He hasn't gone AWOL. Chris has had a nightmare. An absolute fucking nightmare. Working so bloody hard. He has been working his arse off for the last 2 weeks or so. And after some persuasion, finally got through to him. So he didn't have time to answer any calls, no email. His emails was sent, and he read me emails. But I was trying desperately to get in touch with him, but we finally got in touch with him. He's doing fine, but unfortunately, due to time commitments, he's not going to be able to do any videos, I'm afraid. We can't film it this year. So if you're expecting the Queen videos coming up from Chris's side, I'm very sorry, but we're going to have to put it on hold till next year, because I can't go to the flat and I can't go and film it because he's got so much on at the minute and he's working so hard. I mean, the job he's working at is just, seriously guys, it is seriously, it's a mouthful to take in. So I'm very happy that Chris is fine, and I've been trying to go to his house. We can't go because he's been sleeping most of the day, and there's just a lot of stuff going on with Chris at the moment. So as from I understand, we are leaving things on hold until I finally get a day to go and see him. So we are still in the process of filming the videos, but unfortunately, due to work commitments that Chris has at the minute, it's just gone bloody stupid. So I finally got in touch with him, and he's doing all right. He's doing okay. So thanks very much, Chris, and I appreciate it as well, mate, for your text out as well. Now, I thought this week, as it being a Wednesday night, I would normally do this on Tuesday, but Wednesday was probably the best way to do this. I'm going to go through the vinyl collection. Now, I know I haven't filmed this yet, but I'm going to give you a sneak preview of some of the vinyls I'm going to cover. But I haven't got the camera set up tonight, obviously. But the vinyl collection is going to be the next video I'm going to film. I am not going to include previous vinyls I've shown before, because there's no point. But the Queen ones are most important for you guys to look at as well. And I've also found that Queen EP as well that I'm going to show on the 7-inch vinyl I've got as well. And I'm going to, as I say, I'm going to show you in the next video. I'm going to film a technique I used to clean vinyl as well. And it is the best thing I've ever used, which is glue. And if you buy wood glue or PVC glue, don't use, whatever you do, right, for vinyl, cleaning vinyl, don't use this. Do not use it. Permanent adhesive. This stuff wrecks it all. Don't use this stuff, right? Use wood glue. Seriously, wood glue is great for vinyls. And what you do with wood glue is you just basically you put it on the vinyl itself, and then in a spiral thing, and then use a credit card, swipe it all over. Quickest way to do it is use a fan, which I'll show you on camera. The fan I use to do vinyl is this one, and it is on number 3, 4, 3. No, I don't have the. I haven't got full house on here. Add camera. I'll show you this is the one I use for vinyl. Obviously, it will take a while for it to actually do. But if I just get my my thing as well. Oh, by the way, I treated myself to a nice hobgoblin over the period of that. I actually got that myself, and I love that stuff. I'm on Murphy's tonight, obviously. I'm on Murphy's tonight, you see. I had one hobgoblin. I loved it. Very nice indeed. But that's the fan I use for the vinyls. And the quickest way to do it is to put the vinyl on there, face it down, and basically do it that way, and clean the vinyl that way as well. I would normally use the turntable to put the glue on the turntable. I find it was a messy job to do, but I found a better way to do it actually from that side, which is even good. So I used the fan, and I will show another video of that coming up in the next couple of videos when you see that as well. That'll be something interesting for you guys to look at, vinyl glue things going on, which is even impressive for it. I've also been on Discogs this week, and I have to say, I've got to say one thing about that site. Discogs is amazing for vinyls and buying stuff. I mean, obviously, I've just said in the video, be careful when you're buying this stuff, because check with the sellers first before you buy. And I didn't check with the seller. But after some lurking around on Discogs, I have never ever in my whole life, I have never found a good site that sells bloody good vinyl at great cost. Its prices are brilliant. I've also never found unreleased material, which is bootlegs. I've never ever seen in my life. That I seriously, I can't describe how many bootlegs and unreleased stuff is on that site. Is incredible. One product I did look at this week on Discogs was from a Japanese company called Master Stroke, and this is a legit company in Japan. And I'll show you online the site itself, what they're selling on there, which is even interesting. And so the products I've got on that website are absolutely unbelievable. They are really amazing. So let's go to discogs.com, because that's a site I always go at all the time. I'm on the site totally 24 hours a day. I mean, literally, this site is just really amazing. So I'm going to show you the discogs.com site. And I have this week been on my hands and knees wanting to buy vinyl that I really would love to tell you guys that I am loving the vinyl on this site so much. So let's go to Queen, and Queen's first. Queen Latifah comes up as second for some reason. And if you go down to the bottom and see this stuff here, right, unreleased material, unofficial albums. This was 325, but now it's 426. I have never seen so much in my life. And the company that do these amazing albums is by a company called Master Stroke. I might have to check this actually. Master. And I was telling Mark this the other. That's it. Master Stroke 2. And this company is based in Japan. And these CDs here are absolutely, in my own opinion, these are amazing. I've never seen CDs officially produced in Japan. So let's click on the rainbow. This is the unofficial release. Yeah, this is the American version of it. But it is from Japan, and this label is legit. And very first Master Stroke is where I took it from. Now, I've got a funny feeling this is a private company by what, nothing to do with Queen or the band or anything, but I think this is really a great, absolute fabulous version. Now, it says complete live at the rainbow. Well, it kind of does, but when you go on to the track listing, yeah, we get a little bit confused here. It doesn't really say it's complete. It's kind of half and half. It may say the DVD is complete, but to be honest, it isn't. It's the same. It's the same as the. This is the same as the version on the VHS tape. Okay. But what's interesting is these CDs, when they came out in Japan, is the way that they've produced them is amazing. And the best one that I think people should buy is this one. And this is, in my opinion, it's a 4 DVD set. And I would tell you something. I love the fact they did this package so well. And Mark's going to be thinking of getting this as well. And this is the whole lot. We get Live at the Rainbow. You get Carnival at the Court. At the Earl's Court in London. Where the hell they got that from, I don't know. The Christmas Night, that's the Hammersmith. This is the complete version. It does not contain the edited BBC version. It does contain the, sorry, it does contain the edited BBC version. This is not the version on there. This is the full. This DVD2 is the full version of it. And then there's also the concert Camp Cheer So wherever they got that one from is even cool. I mean, that version of Rainbow is not bad. It's actually decent enough to buy in a way, and it seriously is good. And these four are really amazing indeed. But the Masterstroke is a proper company in Japan, and if you are interested in buying this one, be very quick to buy it because there's only 2 for sale at £36. Yeah. And they're all from Port. One's from Port. It says Mega Rare DVD set, hard to get, and also Russian Federation, which is $60. But I don't understand how the Russian Federation is supposed to get $60 when it's supposed to be their own way of thinking. Don't know. But I do suggest that is a great find, an amazing DVD to buy from them. You also do get the audio, I think, from the CDs, but they are officially produced. This is not like CDR shit. This is actually an NTC DVD video. I think that is the best one I've ever seen, and it's so cool. But Discogs, I tell you, you want some rare stuff from Discogs, you need to get on this site, get an account made, and get on it so good. One of the rare ones I think I saw on this channel on here was the unofficial ones were great. I mean, there's Chris's album No News is Good News, which we will show you later in the next videos we do. This is the USA one that came out. So this is the one that this is the one that Chris has got, and it's all in bloody Dutch, obviously, which is the San Diego. Apparently, it says it's from the Maidenville Studios. But obviously it's very hard to buy that one now, which is cool. It's a good release of it. It's very difficult to buy though, which is a good one. And Mark is just going vinyl mad at the minute, and he's just said it was really cool. But if you're interested in buying any of the unofficial Queen albums, do get yourself on Discogs. Do buy them because they are absolutely friggin' amazing. They're really good. I don't have any questions tonight, guys, so this is just basically the overview of Queen. I'm doing a bit late tonight, so obviously this is going to be a retrospective of what I'm doing as well. Next thing to talk about. I finally got it. I finally got it. Well, I didn't buy it, okay? I didn't buy it, but I finally got a copy of Night of the Rainbow 1974. I got it. I finally got it. With the bonus footage as well, which was that 60mm footage. And I have to tell you that I watched it all the way through. I posted some of the video onto my Facebook page, by the way. I watched that all the way through. And I absolutely fucking loved it. It was, in my opinion, it was a Blu-ray release that came out. It was a big file to get, but it was well worth getting it. And I absolutely was over the moon to get that download. It was fantastic. It was really good. All the songs were uncut. All the audio was amazing on that. How the hell they did the audio job on that was incredible sound on that. Great thing of that. The bonus footage was a bit and on about it. It was rare to see that footage, which was really all scratchy and really wherever they found that from, no one knows. But it's another decipher thing that people really want to think. I do have to say this: the DVD, the Blu-ray release of it is more better than the bloody DVD release of it. The Blu-ray release has got more bloody high density stuff on it. DVDs to standard definition, which still go for that one. The Blu-ray release of it, I do have to say, that was really the best one I've ever seen come out of Eagle Rock's thing. So Eagle Rock, well done. And I have to say, whoever's got that box set now, that big Live at the Rainbow 74, one job, 100% amazing. The vinyl edition's great. The CD edition is still one of the best collectible pieces to ever buy. I've never seen so many people buy that box set now. It really are. It was plastered all over Facebook, and I've never seen a great outcome from that amazing box set. If you haven't got the box set yet, wait a little bit longer, because Discogs is doing some cheaper deals on there. Go on Discogs, you get cheaper on Discogs. Don't go on Amazon. For the life of you, don't go on Amazon. It's gone way up in price now, which is so ridiculous. But the one on Discogs is selling for is the cheapest one for £89, which is brand new, sealed. And there's also a USA edition as well that's come out. And the USA American vinyl edition is different to the UK edition of it. Yeah, it is. But I watched it all weekend, and I absolutely enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. So if there's my official opinion there, downloaded it. Big, huge fucking file it was, but I finally got a copy of it, and it was brilliant. So, and thanks very much to David, by the way. I appreciated the fact that that was just, in my opinion, your opinion, you said it was brilliant. This was really top notch, and I couldn't have said it better myself. I didn't really have to say. You get that Blu-ray for Christmas, get that DVD for Christmas, get the box set for Christmas, buy that as a Christmas present for your fans and for everyone in Queen. Gotta buy it. One hell of a good release, and I love the fact they did a good job. And that is what they should do from now on. Bring out big and better bloody DVDs at this time. So, Ego Rock. One positive message to you: DVD was awesome. DVD was brilliant, and the sound, that was amazing. Seriously, it was. And it was good to see some stumbles and faults in before the songs had started as well, and the concert. It was bloody amazing, and that awesome sound quality was, from my point of view, when I put it on my big system, I turned up the sound and I thought, this is gonna be too loud. The sound was just boom. When it went to the guitar part of it, it was great. But I got confused now, because I thought it was going to be the CD version #1, but I was wrong. It was CD 2, and CD 1 was the footage that they never found. But it was a good job of that CD. But I do love that CD so well. I really enjoyed it. So finally got a DVD, a Blu-ray version of that, and I friggin' enjoyed it. I really did. And whoever, as I say, if you ever get a chance to get the rough cut, the download of that, what a friggin' good download it was. So to Mark, to David, to Leander, to everybody else who when we had that conversation on Skype, you guys were right. You guys were absolutely right. It was well worth, but we were getting that. So yeah, Live at the Rainbow is my definite 100% best release that came out from Queen this year. And it was, seriously, in my opinion, one job. What a job it was. Just incredible. Really incredible. Right, now next thing, the next thing I want to talk about is CDs. Now, I'm still on the hunt to trace down an original version of Live Killers, original version of Machine Heart Attack. I still don't know how any way back for it about it. So if you have got a version of Machine Heart Attack 86 print and news, and if you've got a copy of Live Killers 86, please send me a sample of those, just one track of each, because I would love to do a video of that. In fact, there's a video going to come up very soon of those samples that are coming up anyway. Now, something else that came up this week. Really interesting, this next bit. So please do watch this next bit, because I couldn't believe my own ears and eyes and whatever else was going on. Now, I refer back to where is my yeah. I'm going to refer back to these CDs, and I cannot believe what happened to me this week. Winamp was great. Winamp was, my opinion, unbelievably amazing for me. Done some scanning of these discs. I remember these discs I showed in my channel before. One thing I forgot to show you on camera was the back side of this innuendo sleeve, which my camera's white, obviously, which can't be helped from that. But I forgot to show you that back side of that sleeve. But that is the fake CD. Now, what I absolutely couldn't believe what happened to me this week. I literally have to say, in all my honest opinion, I was totally and absolutely 100% right. When you put these discs into Winamp, they will not be recognised. These don't recognise anything. This disc is not genuine. This disc is not genuine. Sound on that is horrible. This one was very interesting. After searching around the Discogs of this disc, Mark, me, David, everybody else that I talked to on Skype, nobody can trace this down. This is a bootleg, fraudulent disc. This disc is not. This disc is, in my opinion, shocking disc. This is. You put it in Winamp, you let it scan. It says no data available. So this confirms this is these confirm these discs are absolutely shocking. What I've understood is that Mark is trying to track down this version, this fake version of the Wembley 86 one. He says, "I love to get that TV spot one." I says, "Would you?" I says, "You check the sound on that. The sounds on that is awful." I played a bit of it I played a bit of this on Skype. I can't play it on YouTube because of copyright issues, but that's the reason why. But I played this to Mark on Skype, and I literally have to tell you, he was shocked, and he said it was awful. He said he was shocked about that. He says, "I can't believe that they did that for the release of it. That they just put the track on it was awful. The mix was terrible, and Stephen Freddy's vocal was awful and that." But yeah. So if you ever get a chance to get these CDs again, as I said, track these CDs down. But I'm telling you, I don't think these are ever pressed again. These. And even EMI Italia or EMI Italy don't exist. These just are fake. I'm still keeping these because I still want more information about these discs, where they are. I still don't know where they're produced, but these discs were really interesting. When I scanned into Winamp, I went, it doesn't recognise itself. And also, going on the lines of that side situation, I've also scanned in the 93-94 reissues that came out, and even the 1992 disc was interesting as well. The 1992 disc of Queen 1 comes with something different on it, which is really unusual, and came up with something saying it was EMI, licensed by EMI under productions from Queen. There was a very strange thing happened to that disc. You know, I don't know if it was something to do with Spiral or anything on it, but it looked like it was really, really unusual how the disc was so component to it really and stuff as well. The other thing I can tell you is, if you've got a copy of this disc of Electric Fire, this is very, very clever how they've done this one. I put this. One night I was going through the discs, and I thought, I'll put this in my drive, right? What I didn't know was when you play this on Real Player, the track listing does not match the disc. Apparently, it comes up saying it's from what I understand is it comes up saying it's actually different to the CD. Because apparently this is not the mixed version on the plugin that came out on this one. So when I put this in Winamp, it didn't recognise it. It just said this requires a plugin to play the disc. And I went, and I thought, okay. So because it was keep reading that real media thing on it, which was very weird. And this one was really the worst, the one that got me a little bit of that. So when you get a chance to rip this, if you get a chance to get the real audio version of this one, you want to check out some of the mix in that real audio, because it's different to the CD, much different to the CD. It sounds more sounds like an unmixed version of it, which is even kind of a weird thing of it. But that is that's interesting to see that. So if you've got that CD with the plugin on it, put it in Winamp, but then put it on Real Player and play it on Real Player. It's interesting, that very interesting CD. Yeah, how EMI you just have to put the the main thing on it, which was really interesting. So there you go. That's another investigation for you. As you can see, I have tidied up my Queen collection now. I put my Queen collection a little bit better this time. After all the filming was done on that time, it's now back to well, changed a little bit because it was a bit more roomier for it as well. But we are going to still get a display on the wall, put a display on the wall, and put the Queen collection up on the wall, which is going to be nice for the background of this as well, which is even wonderful for it as well. So vinyls, yeah. Now, as you all know, I bought a copy recently of the Live Killers, version 80. I think it was a reissue that came out. I'm sure it was. And I've still got my original one as well. Well, I did some playing on it. I realised that my original version I bought many years ago. I bought one originally many years ago. That original version I bought was a bit more quiet on it. The version that I got from Discogs sounded a lot better on it. Actually, it sounds a lot more louder and a lot more umpier as well. And there's a lot more bass to it as well. Now I'm thinking that is the 86 version that came out on EMI, because like I said before, the Live Killers one is one of the ones that is remixed in 1986. Now I think at the time that EMI was producing that CD, I think they were going through stages of trying to doing CDs at a better price of what they're doing for it. And then I played the Live Killers 94, the worst CD that ever came out, the remix of it. So then I went back to play the vinyl versions of it, and I realised that the original one I bought, I can't remember where I bought it from now. I bought it off eBay, I think I did. The original version. I bought that originally from the seller in South Shields Market. Played that one, it was quiet. Played the one, the re one I got. Whoosh, sound quality was great on it. It was amazing. There was not one single scratch on that either, apart from the kind of magic one, which is scratched to hell. But there is ways to do that. There is ways to get rid of marks and things off it on many things. So I have learned a technique as well, how to clean this records this time and do the main thing, which is even cool. So that's a few things that I will say about the vinyls I've got this time. But what I will do is I will do a full overview of the vinyls coming up on the next few videos on Queensville, which is going to be a really interesting video. So look out for that coming soon. Okay. Now that, as I look on my wall, as you guys don't see the wall so well, I want to show you this picture on the wall that I have. Yeah. Let's just take this off. Let's go back to the camera. There was a picture that's bugging me a little bit, and I'm not sure if it will come up the camera, but we'll try. I'll try so well as well for him, which is even cool. Now, as you all know, I bought this this one here. Well, I didn't buy it. My mum bought me this with a record in it, which is the Queen's Breakthrough, which is the one I got, which is nice. This picture is this is the picture that I'm still really wary about. If I put my camera, if I just put my brightness up a little bit on this camera. Oh, it's a bit too much. Well, it'll do for now. I suppose it'll do for that. This picture, as you can tell, is the one that's out of this frame, which is this record here. Now I don't know where. Now I know that's from Wembley, but for some reason, when I keep looking at this picture, it just looks so weird because it looks like the background is a nighttime shot, and I don't know whether that shot is genuine or not. Because I'm thinking that's fake. I'm thinking that is an authorized picture, but I'm thinking whether that's a nighttime shot when it was actually filmed in the daytime, and I don't know which shot that's from. So maybe we can help you out on that. If anybody knows anything about that picture, let me know. because that's bugging me. Is I have got another picture of Freddie, which is from the other one. But that picture, I keep looking at that picture. I'm thinking, I'm sure there's something not right with that picture, and it's Freddie standing there with some on it, which is even. It just looks very weird indeed on that picture. It does. It just looks so weird. I mean, I know there's the other one I've got like on the wall on this side is the one with John Deacon and the Queen one, which is the one from the main thing. That's from the Hot Space tour. From Live at the Ball. That's a genuine picture, that one as well. But that's the only one that I'm convinced that this one is really very, very unusual. There's some little hidden gems in this room, you know. You're thinking, well, it's not authentic. Well, they're authentic or are they not authentic? Well, they are. There's a few calendars on the wall that are pretty much there. And that picture there, the picture you can always see on the camera, which is this one in the middle, in the frame, which is this one here. This is that is actually that's a poster. And the frame, I got the frame from Will Wilkinson's, which is a DIY department shop, and that frame there is the best frame that I thought I'd buy for it. And that is just a poster. I mean, it should have really gone in a better frame, which is going to be a smaller frame like that. But I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. Well, when I got the frame for that one, I thought I will get that. I will get it, and it looks so cool. It would be nice to have it like the Queen on top of it, which would be nice to have the little logo on there. But I'm sure there will be a way to get that sorted out as well, which is even cool as well. But I love that picture so well. I think one of the nicest pictures in this room is apart from the calendars which I absolutely love, is the made frame, which is that one there. That's the one I designed myself. And that picture of Freddie, by the way, was given to me from a friend of mine who we used to work with. She's still a huge Queen fan, and that was nice to put in a frame, and it was really themed. So there was a few more. There was another one I designed, which was like a huge A3 one, but that got damaged and it all got ripped, and it was all just really it just got in a bad way, and I couldn't get it repaired. So it ended up going in the bin. It's still actually in my drawer, but all of it's all come off and it's just made a mess of it. So, but it was too big to put on the wall anyway. But I do like the fact that it took me ages to do that one. But that one I'm proud of. That one and this one, which I did because it was so cool to do. Anything else happening in the world of Queen? Well, apart from more videos coming on, bloody fuck's sake, man. Oh, you know, right. My subscriptions have gone so mad this week. Queen Online is again doing more videos of Queen lyrics again. You seriously are? Why are you always doing that for? Seriously, Queen Online. I'm sorry to say, but your videos suck. We've had lyric videos have already been on before on YouTube, but why put your version of it? Which just, I want to know who's actually designing them videos because they are terrible. Why in God's name would you want to put like the lyric videos to the audio? They're already on YouTube. I am getting tired of this stupid. It's like, please stop it. Stop this bloody carry on with it all. I mean, right, okay. So whoever's doing them videos on YouTube, will you please stop uploading more? Because it just got way too much. It's like spaced out sort of things in it. What are you trying to tell us? Are you trying to tell us is it Gary Taylor and he's hiding behind the camera and just being should I do this or not? You know, or is it Rareshare's getting cool for it. Yeah, Rareshare's getting. I do have to say one thing though, that Rareshare is getting good at the videos. Gauta is very shy behind the camera. You'll always get him on camera. You never will. It just seems a bit old. Very, very unusual. Is it? Yeah. And if you all know why that is anyway, that's one thing. Right. Now, some news happened on Saturday, which was not shared to anybody on Facebook or anything, but I thought I'd explain why I felt uncomfortable on Saturday doing Queensville. I had some bad news that happened to me last Saturday, and I've lost my job. I've lost my job at where I was working at. A lot of things went wrong. They couldn't be repaired, and from my point of view, I take on board exactly what they said, which was fine. But after some 8 months I was at that job, I wasn't given anything really in writing or anything. It just said to me, I'll let you go. So I mean, they kindly took it on board, and you know, sucks I don't have a job now. But then again, it seems really unusual to work with a good team that I work with, and all of a sudden they didn't have any other jobs going, and I thought, okay. So their main reason was to get rid of me. Thanks. Thanks very much for fucking my life up now. So I'm now back to bog standard other things going on. So, but luckily, something else has come around for me, which is even cool for me. So I'm glad I have gone from that place, and I'm going back into something else, which is going to keep me from going on well. So, but I am a bit peed at the fact that they didn't give me anything of they want to call or anything. You know, I was pretty annoyed at the fact that I wasn't given anything else. So, but there you go. So I have no job now, but I will keep on doing YouTube videos, and I have got loads more time to do YouTube videos now and do that thing as well. But that's c'est la vie, as always. Something else will come along for me anyway, hopefully soon anyway. If there's other thing comes up for me, I'm happy with it and stuff. But anyway, nothing about that. Moving on from that situation anyway. You don't want to hear about me rambling about my life. Things are going on, my pursuit of things. I've been on iTunes this week. I listened to the preview tracks again. I listened to the preview tracks my own self. I didn't play. Martin played them off Skype this time. Actually, I actually listened to them on the preview tracks of Queen's new Queen Forever album. And like I say, I have been talking about Queen Forever, and I will be the last bit. I will talk about Queen Forever. I hope everybody's keep mentioning that it won't be a success, and the album is going to be a flop, and it's going to be disappointing for us as well, for Queen fans. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree with the comments that I read out on Saturday, and I hope you guys have took note of that as well. And thanks so much to everybody, by the way, who's viewing that video again. I can't believe how many viewers I had for that video. I've now got 10,000 views for that video now, which is unbelievable. So thanks so much to everybody supporting, by the way. And I do have to say, Brian, yeah, all right, thumbs up, mate. I have to say that thanks so much to everybody commenting on that video, by the way, because I do appreciate everybody's great support for that, and I do love it. As I say, my own impressions about the other songs they're a little bit more up and downy. But listen to the final mix of There Must Be More to Life Than This by Queen and Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury and Michael Jackson. I actually have to say that they did a good job of it this time. The mix is actually properly done now, which is even good. And also the Love Kills one. I'm still up and down about that Love Kills. I mean, I'm kind of, I can't picture it in my mind. Again, I've just got really bad feelings about that one. But then again, it makes it well worth for the album. It'll do me fine until I get a proper release. Until we get a proper release of it. Where Brian Rogers is going to be, as I've heard a hint going around that Brian Rogers might be doing some signings down at HMV Apollo London, Oxford Street in London. So if you are around HMV in London and get a signed copy of the album, I'm hinting, and I don't know if it's confirmed yet, but there is a hint going around that Brian Rogers will be at Oxford Street. I'm sure there will be. And as I understand, there's been no press release at all for this. There's been no radio release for this. There's been no advertisements on television of this yet. And YouTube hasn't put an advertisement of it on either. So why is it taking so long when other albums have been released this time? The new album by Robert Plant, and we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah. But this Queen Forever album, I will praise them down the fact they did put this as a greatest hits album, which they were going to do anyway. I just really think it's, from my point of view, if you're buying this album for the memory of Freddie and his great musical talents, buy it for that. But I want to see the booklet, obviously. I haven't seen any pictures of the booklet yet because the booklet's not been produced yet. And but there's got to be a reason why. Why have they? This is what gets me is why have they put classic hits of Queen on? We've had many compilations that come up from this one. I mean, this to me doesn't kind of really give it as an authentic release of a Queen album. Kind of just being like recycling old material again, as Marcus pointed out anyway. That he says that it's recycling old material that they should never have done anyway in the past. And I says, I know they shouldn't have done that. By the way, those tracks that are on the album, not the new ones, but the compilation itself, they're all the 2011 ones. There's no tweaking to them, but they have tweaked the song "Long Away," which thing he's been listening to. But Mark's hasn't got the 40th anniversary of Queen album yet. But he says "Long Away" is more louder on it, which is even good. But yeah, I mean, one of the last things, because this is going to end soon. One of the last things I'm going to say is that I am looking forward to Queen Forever coming out. I have had a great time watching that live at the Rainbow, which has been incredible this time. There's more orders and Discogs are going to come as well this week. I'm waiting. I was going to purchase Strange Frontier, but after some idiot on Discogs just started on Discogs, he didn't decide to sell me the item, which was a stupid mistake he ever did. So he cancelled the thing altogether, which was all right. But I will still be pursuing to get a new copy of that, which is even good. But it's gonna. But as I say, I think it's going to be one of them ones where we're going to have an uppy downy thing about it and see how we are going to see how this Queen Forever project comes out, which is even wonderful. Oh yeah, I've got to make a big apology as well for the end of the video, by the way, on the last Google event on Saturday. What happened was, when I pressed off the broadcast on the YouTube business, it felt like it was editing out a lot of the broadcast. Well, that was me because I finished it earlier. That's why I was meant to wait till this was actually finished in sync, and then it was done from that time, which is why it was done that way as well. So, to end off, the next few videos are going to be very interesting. Yeah. You're going to get a video of the sample qualities from the CD releases, from those fake ones, the ones I want to do, which is going to be a very interesting video indeed. And then you're going to get a video of Chris's Queen collection next year, after Christmas, which is going to be even a stop in the works at the moment. As for the Big Goth weekend, we don't know what's happening with that yet, because I don't know if we're going yet or not. And we're having a Skype call this weekend as well with Mark. And Mark's working at the moment, but we'll be having a Skype call this weekend. So if you guys want to be involved in the Skype call, I'm on Skype as SuperTez2, number 2. SuperTez number 2. And not number 2, but 2. And then I'm on Skype and get involved with the Queen chat, because it's going to be so cool to get you guys involved with that as well. Next good event will be on Saturday. On the next good event will be Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you want to join me then, do join me before the football match begins, because we're having a big football match this weekend. And also, one more thing to mention, I forgot to mention this as well before I go. I've got a brand new channel starting on YouTube, but it's going to be, it's not Queen related. It's a project that me and Mark are going to start on our channel. And it's called Tez Mark Project. What it is it's videos that we're going to do with music on it. That's why keyboard's going to be coming out again. And we're going to have more time to just do videos really that are interesting, informative, and not Queen related, but something that I'm working on for the next couple of videos. It's interesting. And oh yeah, I was going to say about Robert Plant's new album, by the way. Robert Plant's new album. Get it. It's bloody awesome. Bloody awesome. He's done it again. Great guys. Right, that's it for me then. That's it for this week on Queensville. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Short show again. I'll be back on Saturday at 2 o'clock with another Queensville event that time. And but as I say, guys, everything's now sorted now. Everything's good. We've got finally got communication back with Chris, which is cool. And I'll see you guys back here next week. Until then, I'll see you on Saturday. Until then, good night.